Hi, this is David Dusek, senior writer with Golfweek magazine, and I'm joined today here in the winner's circle by Matt Rollins, who's a senior player development manager with Ping Golf. Matt, how you doing today, pal?
Hey, good, David. Good to see you.
It's good to see you. Thank you very much for joining me from your offices in Phoenix, Arizona. Obviously, a big win for the folks out there at Ping Golf. Harris English is your winner of the last PGA Tour event of the season, the OHL Classic at Mayakoba. Let me take you inside his golf bag, tell you a little bit about some of the equipment that he used to get the win in Mexico, and then Matt's going to give us some inside info on some of those golf clubs and some of the interesting stories behind them. So Harris's first golf club, his driver, was a Ping G25 with 9.5 degrees of loft and a Mitsubishi Fubuki 63X shaft. For fairway woods, he had a Ping G5 with 15 degrees of loft and an Alzla RIP 80X shaft, as well as a Ping G20 with 18 degrees of loft and a UST Mamiya Pro Force VTS Black 8X shaft. His irons were Ping S56s, a 3 through 9 iron there with true tempered dynamic gold X100 shafts. His wedges were Callaway Mac Daddy 2s with a 47, 52, and 58 degree lofts. He had, again, true tempered dynamic gold X100 shafts. For a putter, he used a Ping Scottsdale Ho Hum, love that name, as well as for his golf ball, he had a Titleist Pro V1X. Now, Matt, pretty interesting backstory about that driver, because that is not the typical driver that we would have found a few weeks ago in his bag. Can you tell me a little bit about why he recently made a switch from the G15 driver?
Well, usually we bring guys in, we fit them for clubs, we do all the technical stuff. In Harris's case, none of that happened. We've done it with him, but in that particular driver, it didn't happen. So Harris, when he was in college, played a Ping G15 driver, had a ton of success with it and loved it. Then, as an amateur, went out and won a Web.com Tour event up in Ohio and continued the success with that driver, and then turned pro and just wanted to switch. He's a guy that's really tough to switch clubs, doesn't like to switch, and knows what it does. And it's been a really good driver for him. Came out here last October. We worked on G25 driver. Really liked it. Just a different sound than what his G15 is, and different feel. And at the end of the day, he just said, hey, I've had success with this driver. I'm going to keep playing it. I know it goes a little bit shorter. I know it spins a little bit more than mine does, but I know what it does. And so we kind of left him alone. He had some success with it. Then won Memphis this year, or I should say 2013 schedule, still same year.
Right.
Won with it, and so we just kind of left him alone. And then he went to Las Vegas and played the Las Vegas tournament, and straight from Las Vegas went to Malaysia. And upon arriving in Malaysia, where, by the way, there are no tour reps from any companies there, he found out that the airlines were nice enough to throw his golf clubs around in the airplane and break his shaft and his driver. So got there, had no driver, kind of walked around the range seeing, okay, who's smart enough or prepared enough to bring it back up, because I'm not. We kind of gave him a hard time about that. And Billy Horschel was there, and he took Billy Horschel's backup and really liked it. Actually hit more fairways than he hit in any tournament in the entire year that week with it, and was, I believe, top 3 in total driving that week, and decided, hey, this driver doesn't sound so bad anymore.
One of the things that, speaking of switches that guys are making now, a lot of Ping Tour staff players who've been playing the S56 irons are starting to transition into the new S55 irons. You guys brought those out on tour at the Barclays Championship back in August. Tell me about what the difference is that the guys are seeing between the S56 irons and the S55 irons, and how those transitions for a lot of your Ping staff players are going.
Well, you mentioned that Harris is still playing S56s, excuse me, and he's the only guy on our staff on the PGA Tour that still is. Like I said, he's not quick to switch, but everyone else has switched, including Hunter Mahan and Angel Cabrera, and the list goes on and on and on, including Bubba Watson too, which is a story in itself. But the S55 has been great. The bounce on the golf club is ideal. It fits not only a shallow guy but a steep guy. The ball flight from the S56 to the S55 has gone up just a little bit. The distance for the player has gone up a little bit as well. On the PGA Tour, I'm not sure how many guys want to hit it further, but for the average guy, that's a great thing. But on PGA Tour, guys are loving it. Their ball's going higher and a little bit further, and their misses are just a little bit better. So it's been a really easy transition. The head itself has the weight and back is a little bit softer, so it's got a little bit softer feel. Some guys actually said, hey, is this forged? It's not, but the feel's gotten a lot better, and the overall look is really nice. So everyone that we've given the club to has put them in play.